on here that much, but I wanted to give a little update. We actually just got back from our little vacation with our kids. I call it a vacation, but still work was involved, and wasn't absent from work, and it wasn't absent from being a dad and taking care of my boys. So I don't know if it was a vacation or not, but I'll let you decide that. But we still had a good time together. We ended up going down to stay at the, well, we stayed in our bus, but we stayed down in Kentucky, went to the Creation Museum, got to meet Ken Ham firsthand, so that was really cool. And then we also saw a lot of great things at the Creation Museum. The kids absolutely loved it. We really like the Fearfully and Wonderfully Made exhibit that is brand new there, and that was really awesome. So if you get a chance to go there, really encourage you to do that. And then also we went from there the next day to the Ark, which we've been there before, but it's always fun to go again, and you see new things, and just there's so much there to see and do, and spent time together there, and did all of that. And then the next day we kind of rested a little bit. We had some rain, and so we kind of just hung out in the bus for a little bit. Then we went to Kings Island yesterday in Cincinnati, Ohio, and had a great time there, and enjoying the water park and some of the rides, and the kids had a blast. And then we yesterday morning, or actually today, I keep thinking it's yesterday because it feels like a really long time, but I was woken up at 4 in the morning today with tow truck lights just blaring in our windows, doors knocking, the dogs barking at 4 in the morning, and I'm like, what is going on? Well, talked to the tow truck driver, and he says that we're not allowed to camp out there at the Walmart parking lot. Now, some Walmart parking lots let you park for free and give you no issues, and there's others that do it all the time, but then there's some that don't want you to do it. So it's a little confusing, and there was some signs, but we didn't see the signs, and so he wanted us to move. And he said, by the way, do you happen to have a you don't happen to have a black Suburban, do you? I said, yeah, that's our vehicle we tow behind our bus. And he's like, oh, well, I towed that earlier. And I'm like, towed it? What do you mean? He's like, yeah, it's at the impound lot. He's like, you can get it for $200. And I'm just like, really? You know? So this is how my day started. I was really irritated, really frustrated at 4 this morning. And mind you, I don't usually get up at 4 in the morning, so I'm actually really tired right now. So that's kind of why I was irritated, but I was also irritated because now I'm gonna have to pay $200 to get my own car back. So kind of was working on that and talking with him and everything, and it didn't end well. He ended up leaving. I was frustrated. He said I can call the number on the signs. I go out to the signs, there's no phone number whatsoever on any of these signs, and I'm just like irritated. I'm calling police departments trying to find my vehicle. I actually have an air tag on that car. I didn't think of this till later. My wife mentioned it. Hey, why don't you just look on there? And those air tags are really cool, by the way. If you have one, it really is it's really nice to be able to track different things that you want to keep track of and whatnot. And so anyways, I was able to find the vehicle, found the towing company. I went there. I was gonna block their driveway. I was kind of frustrated. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do that until they give me my vehicle back, because it's just unbelievable, you know. And get there, he goes, well, I'll give it to you for 150, you know. So we're going back and forth, he won't let me in. Finally, you know, I said, you know what, we travel all over the country, we do music, we have a music ministry, and we serve other people, we work on plumbing, electrical, all kinds of different projects with Campers on Mission. And that's what God's called us to. And I said, you know what? I know God will provide the $150. Somebody will help us out with that. But I'd really like to see that $150 go to more important things for the kingdom of God than towing our vehicle. And he said, oh man, you do ministry, you know. He's like, you know, I believe you. And this whole conversation changed from him arguing with me to having a conversation with me. And he said, you know what, I'll give it to you for $50. I said, okay, well, hey, let me give you a couple things. I wanted to give him a shirt and maybe some books and some other things that we have at our product table, and, you know, a little ministry card and whatnot. And so I did that. And, you know, as I was pulling out of the area to pull it behind our bus and then get him that stuff, he said, you know what, don't worry about it. You're all good to go. So I ended up getting him a shirt. It was actually one of our pro-life shirts I gave him. I shared Christ with him, asked him if he had made a decision to follow Jesus, and he has. And so we talked about that. And, you know, he has a son, and I said, you know, the most important thing is to teach your son about knowing Jesus. And so we had a great conversation with that. We ended up shaking hands at the end, being good friends. He's like, I really apologize for the way we met today and waking you up early, but that's how it all worked out. So God worked it out, and we're thankful for that. So TJ with RV on Purpose.